have Pastor Dale giving us reflections.
Hello, how are you doing this morning, Saints? I'm going to ask Brother Demi to put up a screen for me of Jane Williams, a picture of Jane Williams. As we get that, let me just say the Church of God has had many questions about race over the years, and many avenues of addressing it. And this, in the early phase, they found equality in our doctrine of unity. And later they would, I guess, go to the more mainstream civil rights approach. But one of the very, very first of these was Jane Williams. And she lived in Charleston, South Carolina, where she founded a church. And this would become the first Black Church of God congregation. Later, she moved to a second home in Augusta, Georgia, and also founded a church there. She learned about the Church of God from the Gospel Trumpet, the periodical of the Church of God. And the Church of God learned about Jane Williams because of the Gospel Trumpet, because of our unique theology of God added to the church such as should be saved and no membership. We just sort of united as fellow Christians. So no formality was taken, and people were allowed to write in to the magazine as they so choose. One of these times was Jane Williams wrote in, and she had a little quote: "The Lord has a few of his blood-washed ones here." Yep, she was using the terminology. "And we long to see your face," she's speaking to Daniel Warner, editor of the Gospel Trumpet, "in the flesh, so that you can more fully establish the little Church of God at this place, the true faith of the gospel." She would go on to report more often, but it's important to note that she was the first Black pastor and first Black congregation Church of God Reformation movement. And in the Gospel Trumpet, she found kindred spirits and a vocabulary. Also amazing, never forget this, there were no other Black churches. She was brave, and she has chutzpah, and it should not be ever forgotten, but she was the lead. And from her, the Church of God would have a legacy where we are now at 18% African-American, which is the highest of any predominantly white body of Christians in the United States. And that's it. But I thank you very much.
Thank you, Pastor Dale.